Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy X walkthrough. I actually took a pretty substantial break in the middle of doing these videos. I've got most of the footage done, or taken, and it's actually been a while since I actually made one of these videos, so hopefully I'll get my bearings back fairly quickly. I have been playing a ton of, or I should say, doing a bunch of stuff in the monster arena for the last, yeah, I don't know, I guess it's been probably at least a week.
Summoner Yuna!
What is it this time?
Alright. So the Ronsos sang the lovely hymn for us. What did we get there? I missed what that was anyways. It's kind of a semi-hidden chest.
Not much has changed in 10 years.
Alright, what do we have here? Oh yeah, that's right. So I still have a bunch of the capture weapons equipped, and I suppose that'll probably be the case for quite some time. I don't know, I feel like it's a good idea to keep those equipped for, you know, for the time being. It's you know, it's gonna kind of kill two birds with one stone.
These mark the graves of summoners and guardians who failed.
Alright, so there's a couple of these little graves here on the Mount Gagazet slopes.
Better than freezing today.
I guess, you know, it's always a good idea. I guess, you know, interact with them a bit and get a little more story. I mean, after all, we are playing an RPG. Am I right? As far as the enemies here, we've already kind of run across these ogre-looking dudes, so I don't know that I'll have to speak much about them. Ashura, that's what they're called here, I guess. Trying to think of all the different, all the different enemies here, but yeah, nothing's really standing out as far as, you know, new tactics, I suppose. So maybe we'll just leave that as is. I vaguely remember. There's one spot here, and I think I ended up missing, I guess, a trail, and I'll have to do a little backtracking, unfortunately, which is pretty annoying, but I don't know. I guess at the end of the day, it didn't really matter. It's the good thing about doing that is that I don't remember if I had to come back here to Mount Gagazet at all to capture any enemies, because I think that I pretty much took care of everything on my first trip, so that's a plus, I guess. Now, you know, if you're trying to spread out the experience among all your characters, you know, like swapping them in on every single battle, with capturing, it can get a little more annoying because you know, you really want to deal that final kill shot with with the characters that have those capture weapons, so it can, again, it can be a little more annoying, I guess. But,
That's how it's done.
I decided to just kind of stop, bringing all of my characters in. Number one, in all honesty, I think I was fairly comfortably leveled for the sphere grid. Yeah, you know, some of my characters didn't make it to their ends of their grid, but my more commonly used ones, and I feel like the important ones did, you know, made it to the end. So
That's how it's done.
Kimari doesn't really matter. Riku doesn't really matter to get to the end of hers. Titus, on the other hand, Yuna, Waka, Orin, those are a little, I feel like they're a little more useful to get to the end. Anyways, we've got a Braska sphere here, so we'll check this out.
Hello, Yuna. I hope you are well. I wonder how old you are now that you're watching this sphere. You must be very beautiful, like your mother. I wish I could see you. Oh, by the way, Jecht and Orin send their regards. So far, our journey has been very entertaining. Of course, it is a hard journey, but I have no regrets. It is the path I have chosen. Yuna, when you have grown, you will have to find your own path. Do what you must do the way you want to do it. Doors will always open themselves to those who do. Listen close, Yuna. Your future is yours to make. Live the way you want to. Whatever way that may be, you have your father's full support. Yuna, I will always be with you.
Alright, so you got, was that, I think, Orin and Jecht in the background there? And that's a good sphere, you know, just a, you know, kind of a, hey, I hope you're doing okay, and, you know, kind of a, I'm proud of you no matter what. Good background there for Braska. Anyways, that also is potentially a sphere that will get you one of Orin's overdrives if you didn't go back and collect the one that we collected in the Makalania Woods. Now, I believe we went all the way back to, oh, where was that other one? The Thunder Plains, I believe, as well. So we ran all the way back to Thunder Plains and grabbed that one too. And I mean, to be honest, you don't really need to. As long as you get this one here, you'll end up with Orin's, you know, next overdrive, which, gosh, I can't remember if it was Shooting Star or Banishing Blade. So I'm sorry about that. I just don't remember. It's been quite some time. And to be honest, I don't really use those ones much. I do like I like Shooting Star though. That one is cool. I mean, not only does it have a really cool effect. Well, I shouldn't say that. Banishing Blade looks really cool as well, but I like the eject with the Shooting Star.
Summoners that die up here aren't sent to the far plane.
Why not?
Who would send them? They die alone.
So that means...
Many have become fiends, and they may want Yuna's company.
Well, Yuna will be fine.
You're right.
Alright, I think that grave actually triggers this fight. I'm pretty sure I didn't take any steps, and that would make sense. You know, Lulu explains that summoners that die here have no one to send them, so they become fiends. Which, that's kind of, I don't know if I'd say dark, but depressing is more like it, I guess. Like, they're journeying in order to beat sin and make them, you know, essentially make Spira a better place, and then to die up here and turn into a fiend and literally end up doing the opposite of what they set out to do. That's kind of depressing. Anyway, let's continue on to brighter subjects like snow and how much we love snow. So kidding. Actually, I do like snow. So I live in Minnesota, and it's getting cold out around here, and it's one that I have mixed feelings about it. I do like this. I like seeing the snow. I just don't like the temperature, and I don't like the fact that I can't ride my motorcycle. So, but hey, you know what? You can't win them all. Anyways, wow, I almost failed the hardcore there at Spiral Cut, which is actually the easiest, obviously, easiest overdrive to actually hit of Titus's 4 overdrives that he gets. And boy, I was surprised. I actually was much farther away from his final overdrive than I normally am at this point in the game. I know there's, you know, there's playthroughs that I've done where he's learned it crazy early, just way, way early. And, you know, again, that's mostly because I did a lot more leveling, you know, in areas like Bicanel, or sorry, not Bicanel, oh my gosh, the Temple City.
No time to
I'm
waste.
not going to
Let's
remember
go.
the name of it because I'm bad, and that's what happens when I don't play for like 2 weeks. I forget all the cool stuff. Anyways, yeah, so I did, you know, quite a bit less. I feel like quite a bit less leveling. But that being said, my characters were at a decent place, I would say, right at this point. You know, not too overpowered where it was like, geez, dude, what's the point? And then also not super underpowered where I felt like, you know, some of the boss fights were atrocious or something.
Farewell.
But, anyways, the mech scouters obviously cannot be captured if we haven't already gone over that. But, yeah, let's keep going here. And, gosh, I thought right around here was maybe where I messed up and missed one of the pathways, I guess. I'm not sure though. It's, again, no, this has been, it's been a couple of weeks since I actually cruised around here, so I vaguely do remember having to retrace my steps though, unfortunately. I'm trying to see if here if I now I'm too far past it. I was gonna say if I was you know, if I recognized the area on the map, but I kinda don't. These grenades, just like, you know, all the other ones I find are fairly annoying. I guess it's just the animation of, you know, them ballooning up, I suppose. Good thing is, it seems to me I'm only... Wait, did I just one-shot that? That would be awesome. Actually, that would be pretty impressive. I think I did. That's cool. Alright, what are we doing here? Oh, yeah, okay. Just gotta do a little healing. Dudes are getting a little bit low. My fab team. Oh, and here's Wants. So, absolutely talk to him. You really need to talk to him right here. If you don't, you will not be able to buy the 4-slot empty, or yeah, I guess that's a good enough term to describe those. But Wants will sell 4-slot armor as well as weapons later on in the game. They're fairly expensive, but it's a very easy, very painless way to obtain them. So I would, again, definitely talk to him. Don't pass him up without having a little chat here.
Greetings, Lady Yuna. My name is Wants.
We have met several times before, right?
Not running today?
I have to carry on my brother's business. You've met him, I think. Owaka the 23rd, merchant extraordinaire.
Wait, you're that guy's brother?
My brother wanted to come help Lady Yuna, but the temple imprisoned him for helping traitors.
They imprisoned him because of us?
He doesn't regret it, though. In fact, he told me, before they took him, "Don't worry about me, just go help Lady Una."
But why would your brother do this for us?
Well, hey, this isn't the time for talking. There's dealing to be done. Welcome to O'Walker's.
Oh boy. Okay, so I think Once takes over for Owaka. I think that's the story here. And I don't remember if they've got him held in Bavel, by the way. That was the name of the city I was trying to think of earlier. Anyways, I think they got him
I will be sure to
held
keep your
there.
brother in my prayers.
He's doing the same for you, Lady Una.
Thanks.
Okay. Good dealio. And yeah, I think at some point here I'll realize that I missed some treasures here, and we'll end up heading back. Grav limit already reached. All right, so those guys are done. Typically here I'm not going to bother unequipping these capture weapons, even though, you know, I've got some of these, I guess, that are, you know, to their limits, but there's just really there's no reason not to have them equipped. Those are actually, I've actually got them, I've got a couple of decent, oh, here it is. I'm pretty sure it's right around this corner, and I should have, like, kind of come back towards the screen, I think anyway. Unless I'm losing it totally here, and I'm, you know, it's crazy. I guess we'll eventually find out, but I thought it was, like, right around this area. The map kind of shows that there's a little passageway.
That's how it's done.
But, again, I'm not 100% sure if this is actually the spot or not. I get a little confused. I get confused because I'm old. Yeah. Well, hopefully it's not too long before I realize it, too. The good thing is we're getting fairly close, I believe, to the end of this area. I do remember the first time I came through here, it just felt like, I don't know what it was about this this particular area, but it just felt like it took forever. And it's really not that bad, you know, 20-ish minutes here. I guess this video ends up being right around 25, so it's not like we were here that long, but I don't know. For whatever reason, maybe it's the enemies. It's probably these grenades making me all crazy. Get all impatient. Nope. Okay, I didn't realize it yet. I gotta be getting close though. Yep, there we go. Oh, turning back around. Alright. So there we go. I figured it wouldn't take me too long. Oh! Ooh! Oh! It looked like I was considering fleeing. Oh, and then I think I was like, no, I still gotta capture guys. Even though I was kind of annoyed with this area and I kind of just wanted to get it done. Boom! Okay, yep, so our grenade capture limit's reached as well. I think you can actually capture, though, and still flee. So, like, if you get into a battle with 2 grenades like this, just this last one, and an imp, you could capture the imp and then just leave. Wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing ever. Same with this. I know I've got these grats already captured, so I could probably kill off or capture the Bashura and then run. Although, yeah, I know, these grats go down pretty quick. And they don't have an annoying animation when they get hit, so yeah, we'll just pound them down. Alright. Actually, I think maybe I did need to come back here to capture those Bashuras. I don't know if I got all the ones I needed. Oh, yep, I think we're getting closer. Leader can't be captured. Still, oh, weird. Yeah, I didn't figure they'd change that. Thunderblade. Lame. Oh. Oh, yeah, okay. So it looks like I'm going to go in here and boost up some stats. Again, I don't really recommend doing that. Maybe HP and MP, now that I've played a little bit longer, but here we go. So there, I just missed the trail by just a tiny bit. But here's, okay, so an HP sphere and a level 4 key sphere. Yeah, so definitely worth getting. Yeah, really good treasures there. Granted, those HP spheres are fairly easy to come by later on in the game, but the sooner you get those, the sooner you can, you know, put them into like Yuna's grid and boost up your sets. Anyways, though, back to the Aeons. You know, again, I feel like it's not a bad idea to put points into their HP and MP. Because now I'm at the end of the game, and after I've kind of mastered out the sphere grid for Yuna, I think all of their stats are 255. Well, I take that back. They're probably not all 255 because I did the grid a little bit different, and I guess we'll get into that once we actually get there. But it seems to me that it's not as worth spending those you know, spheres on the main stats like strength or speed, that kind of thing. I feel like it's probably still useful to put them into HP and MP because they don't seem to be capping out on their HP and MP like Yuna does. So, you know, I guess food for thought, but I wouldn't put points into their strength or, you know, magic defense or anything like that. It just doesn't seem to be worth it. Excuse me. Anyway, we got one last grave here. Yeah.
All this way only to fail. It must have been tough.
Yeah, so I think we're basically right at the end of this area, so we'll have a save sphere coming up, and yeah, like Lulu said there, only that they came, or you know, somebody that would have made it this far only to fail, that would have been pretty I don't know. Sure, I captured it. All right, cool. Add another, check another one off the list. Well, I guess we're not 100% done yet. Look at that. I think that is the one enemy that I did end up coming back for, and this is a dead end down here, so don't bother. I always find it kind of weird too. It seems to me that some of the areas overlap a little bit. So some of the enemies on, you know, Mount Gagazet are actually, or can also be found in the next area, the Mount Gagazet cave. So kind of interesting. And that also maybe is a good reason to maybe not just hang out in an area forever as well. You know, just to try to get your 10 capture limit, because, you know, again, sometimes those enemies are found later on as well, so you may end up just spending a ton of extra time in an area trying to capture things that you'll end up getting, you know, in the area that's coming up anyway. So, you know, I guess use that information as you see fit. Anyways, you know what? I'm going to cut the commentary here because we are about to hit the save sphere, and we will be, yeah, just going to save it and then cut it. So like, comment, subscribe, whatever you guys want to do. Hope these guys are helpful though, and hope you join me for more. All right, thanks for watching.